The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, text number 21, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on November 1st, 1972, in Vrindaban, India.
Vidyate hridaya granthi siddhante sarva samsaya Chiyante cha asya karmani drishta eva atmani ishar. This is complete liberated stage. In the previous verse, it has been spoken, Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangasya Jayat. The science of God, Bhagavat Tattva, the science of absolute truth, becomes manifest to the liberated soul. We find sometimes that one man is posing to have very much advanced in spiritual understanding or a great devotee, but Mukta Sangha, he is not Mukta Sangha. He cannot give up smoking bidi. These are the small tests. One who has actually tasted spiritual life, his unwanted things of life would at once diminish. There is no need. Anartha nivittisya. Anartha. Anartha, things which are not wanted, which has no meaning. So, Mukta Sangha means no material attachment. That is Mukta Sangha. When one is actually liberated, these are the signs. Vidyante hridaya granthi. Our material life begins by a knot in the heart. What is that knot? That is sex desire. This is the knot. A man is hankering after a woman, and a woman is hankering after a man. This attachment is the beginning of material life. Everyone, not only human society, in animal society, in bird society, in beast society, you will find this sex attachment. This is the hridaya granthi, beginning. Therefore, according to Vedic civilization, the first teaching to a student is to give him lesson how to become brahmachari, how not to become attached in sex life. That is called brahmachari. Tapasa brahmacharyena. Tapasa, to become brahmachari, to become abstinent from sex life, it requires tapasa. It is not so easy thing. Tapasa brahmacharyena. Damena samena. One has to practice how to control the mind, how to control the senses. This is brahmacharya. Tapasa, it requires tapasa. At the present moment, the students are, what to speak of tapasa, they are given all kinds of lectures. So how they will be brahmachari? It is not possible. Especially in the Western countries, the boys and girls, they are educated in one place, co-education, and they live in the same building, and there are so many things you know better than me. So there is no brahmachari. There is no brahmacharya. That means the knot in the heart, sex desire, is more and more increase. It is not decrease. But if one takes to Krishna consciousness by practice, one comes to the point of giving up all these unwanted things. Siddhanti, Viddanti, Hridaya Granthi. I have several times explained to you that this knot of the heart is the sex desire. Pungsang Sriya Mithuni Bhava. Sex desire Mithuni Bhava Meta. Tayo Hridaya Granthi. And when they are actually united, that knot becomes more and more tight. But if one takes to Krishna consciousness, then gradually Viddanti Hridaya Granthi, that knot, sex desire, that is the test. Whether one's sex desire has diminished, that is the test. Viddanti Hridaya Granthi. Viddanti Hridaya Granthi, Siddhanti Sarva Samshaya. Samshaya. We are now in hazy conclusion what is our position. We do not know. We do not know what is God, what I am, what is our relationship. Everyone is speculating. Therefore there are so many parties. The Jnani party, the Yogi party, the Karmi party, generally, and within each and every party there are hundreds and thousands of parties. So, when one actually becomes free from the knot, or the knot is cut up, the attachment for material desire is cut off, at that time he can understand what is his position. What is his position? Therefore, two things must go on in parallel line. One side, a person should cultivate Krishna consciousness, and another side, he should try to give up all the unwanted things. That will help him. You cannot continue both the things. Just like when a person is diseased, he is given medicine, at the same time he has to act, not to take this, not to take that. That is the way of treatment. Not that whatever you like can eat, whatever you like can do, at the same time you become spiritually advanced. This is all nonsense. Tapasa brahmacharya. One has to practice tapasya. Tapa. Tapa means a little inconvenience. Voluntary accepting inconvenience. That's like brahmachari lie down on the floor. A sannyasi also, they follow the same practice as far as possible, taking bath thrice daily. So many rules and regulations are there, but at the present day, it is not possible to follow all the rules and regulations, but at least everyone who is interested in advancing in Krishna consciousness must rise early in the morning, before 4, and take his bath and become clean, perform Mangalarati and study. These are tapasya. Tapasa brahmacharjena samena dhamena va tyagena. Tyagena means renouncement. I like something, but voluntarily I should give it up. That is called tyag. Of course, one who takes to Krishna consciousness seriously, Krishna helps him to become qualified in these matters. So, vidyate hridaya granthi siddhante sarva samsaya. Now, unless one is taken to this Krishna consciousness practice, he has got so many doubts. Why I shall do this, why I shall do that. But when he is raised to the platform of goodness, as it is expressed, mukta sangasya jayate, bhagavat tattva vijnana, when he understands the science of God, automatically he becomes disinterested with these unwanted things. Shyante cha asa karmani niddhati kintu cha bhakti bhajan. We are bound up in this material existence due to our karma. According to my past karma, I have got this body, and again, as we are acting in this body, I am preparing forward my next body. Karmana daivanatren. We have got varieties of body. Varieties of body. Not that because we are all human beings, we have got common factors, 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 head. But each body is different from the other body. You won't find one pair of body exactly of the same nature. That is not possible. Because everyone's karma is different. Karmana daivanatrena. According to our karma, we get different types of body. So we have to stop this karma. We have to stop this karma. How we can stop this karma? Yajñarthe karma annatra karma bandhan. If we simply act for Krishna, then we get rid of the resultant action of karma. Yajñarthe karma. Whatever you do for Krishna. Yajna. Yajna means Vishnu. Krishna is the origin of Vishnu Tattva. So, whatever you are ordered to do for Krishna, you are not bound up by the karma. Otherwise, good or bad, you are bound up by the resultant action of karma. So, when one is actually in the liberated stage means to remain fixed up in devotional service, Bhagavad Bhakti Yogata. Otherwise it is not possible. Evang prasanna manaso Bhagavad Bhakti Yogata. You can stand liberated on the platform of devotional service. As soon as you deviate from devotional service, immediately the Maya is standing, she will capture. You can see practically there is sunshine, and just next to the sunshine there is darkness or shadow. So, little deviation from the sunshine, there is shadow, and little deviation from this shadow, you go to the sunshine. So both things are side by side, Maya and Krishna. The Maya means absence of Krishna. Shadow means absence of light, sunshine. So if you always keep in Krishna consciousness, there is no shadow of Maya. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Andhaka, Jaha Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Rodhika. Krishna is just like sunshine and Maya is just like darkness. So wherever there is sunshine, there cannot be any possibility of darkness. So you keep always yourself in Krishna consciousness, then there is no possibility of Maya. And Maya means to engage in fruitive activities. Titiya karma, karma sangha anya titiya shakti rishat. Maya, so long we are in Maya, we have to engage ourselves in fruitive activity, karma. Therefore here it is said, Chiyante cha asa karmani, one who is liberated, being engaged in devotional service, his karma, fruitive activities, stop immediately. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said, Jastindra gopa matavendra maho sakarma bandhanu rupa phalabhajana matanati karmani niddhati kintu cha bhakti bhajang govindamadi purusam tamaham bhaja. Just to Indra means the king of heaven, and there is another Indra Gop. It is an insect, very small. That is called Indra Gop. So, it is said, beginning from that Indra, the king of heaven, down to this Indra, the small insect, Jastindra Gopa Matavendra Maho Sakarma. Everyone is enjoying and suffering according to the karma. That Indra, the king of heaven, you can become the king of heaven provided you have got a mass of pious activities you are promoted. Just like if you have got sufficient education, you can become High Court judge. It is not very difficult. Similarly, this Indra, Chandra, Brahma, big demigods, they have got all these posts on account of their great pious activities, punya karma. Similarly, the hogs and dogs and other animals, they are due to the papa karma, impious activity. So both of them are resultant action of our karma. So everyone is suffering or enjoying the resultant action of his karma. Jastindra gopa matavendra maho sakarma. Bandhanu rupa. Bandhana, as he is bound up by the resultant action of karma. Bandhanu rupa phalabhajana mata. They are getting different results of their karma. It is very easy to understand. But for the devotees, it is said, karmani niddhati kintu cha bhakti bhajang. Bhakti bhajang, those who have taken to Krishna consciousness in devotional service, their karma is cut off. There is no resultant action. Just like, chickpeas, if you sow on the ground, it will fructify into a plant. But the same chickpea, if it is fried and you sow on the ground, it will not fructify. So, our karma should be fried up by devotional service, then it will not produce any result. And Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, aham tang sarva papebha mokkhasya. So, there is no resultant action of a devotee's activity. Therefore, here it is said, Chiyante cha asa karmani. Unless you have completely finished your resultant action of karma, you cannot be promoted to the spiritual world. You have to accept a type of material body. So long karma will go on. Therefore, in another place, Bhagavad, it is said that people are engaged as karmis, and Rishabdev says, na sadhu manne. One is engaged in karma, it is not very good. Na sadhu manne. Jato atmanayam asannapi klesha deha. By karma only, we are getting different types of body. Although it is temporary, but as soon as we are encased in this body, we become subject to threefold miseries of life. So, for a devotee, there is no more karma, or there is no more material body. Thank you very much.